Goedemiddag, good day. How are you lovely human being feeling at this moment? My name is Phylicia Joy Kloes and today I want to talk to you about trash. So every human in today's society purchases things that are most likely wrapped in some kind of packaging. And this package is by most people thrown into the trash can. Some people are also making sure that they actually properly recycle the trash that they have as a result of the items that they have purchased. And some people forget and end up throwing it on the ground outside. Since it really bothers me that people throw trash on the ground, I wanted to create this video to enlighten some people about why it is so bad for the environment to throw trash on the ground. First off, although that is probably the least horrifying thing about throwing trash on the ground, it is not fun to look at. Many cities and villages think about how they want their surroundings to look. They put in a lot of time and energy to make it look a certain way. And when there's actually trash on the ground, that can be quite distracting. Besides it not looking that nicely, the second reason not to throw trash on the ground is because it is very polluting. As you know, a lot of trash that is thrown on the ground is also harming for our body. For example, cigarettes. All the toxins that go into your lungs when you smoke them end up going into the ground when they are thrown on the ground and not thrown into the proper location, like the trash bins that, especially in the Netherlands, are placed in many different places. Besides the trash polluting the ground, trash can also pollute water systems and the air. And many of the items that are thrown in the natural environment are therefore also not natural. Plastic, for example, is human-made. Tins, they're also human-made. And although some items can be recycled or can break off faster than other items, it's still never a good idea to just throw them onto the ground. We all know about microplastics, and we also know that trash that's thrown onto the ground can end up into oceans. Although I am living in a city, I am very aware of the nature that is also very important for the living surroundings that I live in. Although I am surrounded with a lot of homes, there's also grass. And although maybe I don't see all the little insects that are in the ground, they are still impacted by the trash that is thrown. Ants go up to cans with sweet beverages which have caffeine or alcohol or other items in there that is not good for the health system of animals, of bugs. And trash that has been digested by different kind of species also have an impact in the circle of life that continues after that species. Unfortunately, animals end up thinking many times that trash from humans is food or something else valuable that they need in their nests or whatever. Trash is really, really harmful for animals. I unfortunately have seen a couple of animals that either got stuck on like the bottle caps or that ingested something where it ended up inside their stomach. Not that I dissected these animals myself, but you know, a lot of museums nowadays portray that as well. Litter also creates another kind of problem. Governments or different cities and villages have figured out a way to deal with trash of the people that live there. For example, there's people picking up trash every week or every other week, and these systems are in place to take care of the trash. However, when there's also people carelessly throwing trash onto the ground, another kind of cleaning agency is needed. The people that are currently cleaning the environment are usually just picking up the big bins, or if you live in an apartment like I am, the big central trash bin, and empty that out every once in a while. However, when there's also more and more people polluting the grounds and therefore the air and the waterways, more resources are needed to take care of this trash and to make sure that this trash is going to the proper way or going to the proper place. I believe as a human who is really cautious of my own footprint, it is really important to either inspire others to just pick up trash every once in a while, or if someone throws it, to say something about it, because I really do not understand why someone could be so careless about the natural environment, or the way an environment looks, or the fact that ingredients that humans use to package certain products can actually damage soil, and it can damage the natural behavior of nature. Many things that we use are not common in nature, are not found in nature. Although some items are known to have a breakdown point, with most of the items that I see on the ground around me, it's gonna take a lot of time. And it's gonna take many years, way more years than the amount of years that I'm probably gonna be alive on this earth. So I got inspired to create this video because I have a New Year's resolution for myself. I want to pick up trash every single day of this year, and I would like to invite you to do the same. It is only a small amount of energy that it costs me to just bend down something and throw it into the trash can. And if I can inspire someone else to do the same, then that's honestly really gonna make my day. However, picking up trash is not the only solution to create less trash in the environment. I think it's really important for an individual as me to also look into ways that a bigger corporation or organization can have an impact on less trash around me. For example, I am still this year going to focus on going to the local governments from cities and villages and ask them, what are you doing to prevent trash from laying around? I also think it's really important for the governments of different countries, to be fair of all countries in the world, but that's a little too much of a perfect situation, I think. I think it's really important for governments to realize that they have so much control, or they can have so much control over how businesses do their work. I really believe that if a company, for example, is made responsible for the impact that their products have, I think they're gonna think more about their packaging. And currently, it is a corporation or an organization that is creating a certain product, and a different organization or corporation is trying to take care of the mess that they create. However, if the government, for example, would make the company in the first place responsible for their product, they would probably think more about how their product is wrapped or packaged, and therefore probably will consider packaging that is probably less wasteful or easier to break down. For me as an individual, I already look at recycling, and I'm already plugging or picking up trash while I'm either walking or running. And I am going to look more into talking to the bigger corporations or organizations, like for example the government, to see what else I can do. And I think by signing petitions, by inspiring others to also get into this more, we can all create a more clean environment where nature can thrive, and with a thriving nature, humans can thrive too. I think everyone deserves to have clean surroundings, and it really breaks my heart that the playground where I teach is covered in trash. I think that a lot of people just stop caring, and with materialism, I also believe that it has a huge impact that people who do not spend money or energy requiring a certain item feel less responsible for something that they did not require with money or energy, and therefore are probably less likely to pick up something that's not theirs. I would like to also continue this conversation in the comments below. What is something that you do in order to create a greener, healthier environment? What is something you wish to see for yourself in your environment? And what is something that your environment is maybe already doing really well? Please let me know. Stay tuned for next week's video to see how I picked up trash in the month of January. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, that is lovely. I would love to hear from you in the comments, as I just mentioned. And if I could see you in another video, that's lovely. Bye bye.